So, good afternoon, everyone. A lot of apologies for not having audio during game one. We actually had to switch out computers. Now we do have audio. And good morning, New Iberia. As I see, we do have one person in chat. So, this is game two of a Saturday doubleheader. Storm unfortunately lost game one, 9-6 was the final of this game one of this two-game home series, last home series for the Hünstetten Storm for a while. Batting third in the lineup, our catcher Victor Velasquez, number 96. Batting cleanup, center fielder number 8 Jake Gentry. Third baseman number 5 Anthony Pamia. Our DH for this afternoon's game, he was our starting pitcher in the game one, number 99 Jose Pimentel. Followed by our left fielder, number 22, Douglas Yoakum. First baseman, number 66, Noah Lawrence. And batting ninth, our right fielder, number 26, Oliver Yoakum. Starting pitcher for this afternoon's game two is our number 12, Caleb Sorosky. So, have a little delay before starting as we had to water the field and redraw the lines. Everything is looking nice and clean. So just waiting for everyone to be finished. And we look forward to first pitch being here, I'd say in the next couple of minutes. So, weather today for this afternoon's game two is absolutely beautiful. Perfect day for afternoon baseball. We do have a light breeze blowing in from left to right. And actually, change. Last minute changes made to the lineup, I'm seeing. So, at third base will be Victor Velasquez. Our catcher for this afternoon's game is Douglas Yoakum. And once I find out who are... Okay. Noah Lawrence has moved over to left field as he is there in position now. Anthony Pamia is at first base. So, now that we have our defensive lineup set, Caleb is taking his warm-up tosses. Ball is being thrown around the infield, and the Reds are out taking their practice swings in front of their dugout. So, once we get underway here, I will come back. So, thank you. So we are getting started here. Sorosky has finished warming up. First batter he faces is Austin Bull. And Sorosky's first pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner. And Sorosky is set, has his sign. Oh, tries to catch the outside corner again, but it is low for ball one. So just a 1-1 count here on the red shortstop. Next pitch is swung on and hit past second baseman for a base hit. So leadoff single for the Reds. Coming up to bat now, number 82, the left fielder for the Reds, Fabian Beck. So Beck, left-handed hitter, is in the batter's box, and the first pitch he sees is outside for ball one. Sosky checks the runner first, who doesn't have much of a lead. And the next pitch is skipped up to the catcher for ball two. Bullet burst isn't taking much of a lead. Next pitch swung on and hit, out of play, foul. Nope, 2 balls, 1 strike count to the left fielder from the Reds. Strosky has his new ball and back on the rubber. And his pitch does catch that outside corner as he is swatting away flies. It is a warm afternoon here in Hünstetten. So since the infield was watered, I'm sure the flies are going to be very bothersome. Throw over, chases the runner back to first. Sorochky's next pitch is high and outside for a ball. So we do have a full count now on Beck. Next pitch swung on and hit, out of play. So still full count. So again, for those of you who are tuning in after game one, we did have some audio difficulties, so we just had to go to chat. So next pitch is outside for ball four. Runner was going on that pitch, but ball was outside. So with 2 on, no outs, coming up to bat now is number 19, the first baseman for the Reds, Jack Berry. So as the right-handed Berry is digging into the batter's box, Sorochky's been staring in and getting his sign. Runner's taking just a slight lead off base. Pitch is swung on and missed, strike one. Sorochky checks the runner at second, and next pitch swung on and hit down third base line and out of play. So quickly, Sorochky's ahead of Berry in the count, so it's 0-2. As Caleb steps off, but now he's towing the rubber again. Ooh, his next pitch just misses the zone for ball one. Sorochky taking a long look, and time is called by the batter. Looks like the fly has gotten to the batter's faces. So not just affecting the pitcher, it's also affecting the batter as well. Sorochky looks back at the runner at second, and his next pitch, breaking ball that does not catch the zone, so we have a 2-2 count. So number 18, Moritz Kohler, is on deck. And Sorochky's next pitch is fouled down third base line. So Berry stays alive. Still a 2-2 count. Seems what breeze we had blowing from left to right has died down. It's pretty still right now. And runner second takes off, but the ball is hit foul down third base line. So runners will have to reset. Still a 2-2 count. So as the runners go back to their bases, third base coach tries to throw a ball back into the Storm dugout, completely misses somehow. So next pitch from Swarovski, swung on and hit, and that falls right into the area where no one was standing, and it is an RBI single for the Reds. Yeah. So runners now at the corners. Coming up to bat is Moritz Kohler, the third baseman for the Reds. So Swarovski pitching from the stretch. And his pitch hit, popped in the air, and nicely caught by Douglas Yoakum. Ball did not go too high, but still, that's not always an easy play. So one away. Coming to bat now is the designated hitter, Moritz van Bergen. On deck is his brother, Jonas van Bergen, number 26. Swarovski's pitch is low for ball one. Runners not taking any lead. Next pitch swung on and hit out of play down the first base line. So it's a 1-1 count on Moritz van Bergen. Since our last home game, most of the fields around the ball field here have been harvested. So any kid who goes out to get a ball will not have to work too hard to find it. Caleb's next pitch is low for ball two. So Caleb's able to catch the bottom of the zone, so we have a 2-2 count here. It is a beautiful day, but that also means there is no clouds blocking the sun, so it's a bit bright on the field for the boys. Runner first takes off, but it is a called strike three. Runner advances on the called strike three. So with two away, the right-handed hitting Jonas van Bergen steps into the box with runners at second and third. So first pitch from Swarovski is swung on, tapped foul, strike one. So next pitch from Swarovski. Oh, inside, ball one. Van Bergen is able to just scoot out of the way of that pitch instead of getting hit. So it's a 1-1 count on the center fielder, Jonas van Bergen. Next pitch is high, ball two. So after that pitch, Swarovski steps off the mound, but now he's back toeing the rubber, and his next pitch just got a piece of that one, tapped foul, so it's 2-2 count. So far, Swarovski has a little more than 20 pitches here in start the game. So here's a pitch, swung on and missed, struck him out. So after the top of the first innings, the Stuttgart Reds won, Hünstetten Storm nothing. Going into the home half, the first inning. So coming into the home half, the first inning, leading off for our Hünstetten Storm will be our second baseman, number 17, Sammy Guillerme. On deck is Vicente Velasquez. So, time is called. Guillerme's back in the box, and play is resumed. And the first pitch from the left-handed Lopez is a bunt down the first base line, and safe! Sammy Guillerme is able to leg out that bunt single. Nicely done by our second baseman. So, coming up to bat now is our shortstop, Vicente Velasquez. So, as Vicente Velasquez steps into the batter's box here, Sammy Guillerme takes a lead off of first. First pitch, bunted down the first base line for a sac bunt. Guillerme makes it into second as Velasquez makes sure that he gets over that Guillerme gets over to second on that sac bunt. So coming up to bat now is our third baseman, number 96, Victor Velasquez. So Guillerme takes a short lead off a second, and the pitch to Velasquez is high, ball one. So the next pitch of Velasquez, as Lopez is checking the runner at second. High. Oh, no. Catches the top of the zone. Okay, late call strike. So it's 1-1 count. On deck is Anthony Palmilla. And that is high and out of the zone for ball 2. Yerme takes his lead off a second. And the pitch is in there for a called strike 2. So 2-2 count on Victor Velasquez. Lopez looks back at Yerme at second. And the pitch is high and outside, so Velasquez is able to work a full count. Yerme takes a bit larger lead. And Velasquez just gets a piece of that one, fouls it back to the backstop for foul ball. So he stays alive with that full count. So Lopez checks the runner at second. Next pitch to Velasquez. Swung on, foul tip to the backstop. Still staying alive. So Yerme takes a lead off a second. A little bit larger. And oh, that is a shot past the right fielder, going all the way to the wall. Easily scoring from second is Yerme, as Victor Velasquez has a stand-up double. So stand-up RBI double for our third baseman. Nicely done. Nice bit of hitting with a full count. Fouled off a couple of pitches to stay alive. Got finally the pitch that he wanted. So coming up to bat now, batting cleanup, our first baseman, Anthony Palmilla. So Victor Velasquez takes just a short lead off of second with Palmilla batting. On deck is Jake Gentry. Palmilla swings at a pitch that was low and outside for strike 1. Looks like Palmilla was sitting fastball on that pitch, and that's not what he got. So, reset. Next pitch from Lopez. Outside, ball 1. So it's 1-1 count. So shortstop is playing behind Velasquez. Now he takes a couple step back. Palmilla swings and hits the next pitch, foul and out of play. So it's a 1-2 count on the first baseman. Only one out here in the first bottom of the first inning. So Lopez looks in for a sign, checks back the runner at second, and the next pitch to Palmilla. Takes a bit longer look at second base, but Palmilla skies a pop fly, which is caught. Velasquez shows that he's trying to advance on the throw, but does not take more than a step before he goes back to second. So 2 away. Coming with the bat now is our center fielder, left-handed hitter Jake Gentry. So Gentry, the SoCal native, is in the box and is ready for the first pitch from Lopez. Lopez looking back at Velasquez. And Gentry swings at the first pitch, and it pops high and behind home plate. So, foul ball. Lopez did not like the ball he was issued by the umpire, threw it out of play, called for a new one. So, Gentry stepped out. Now he's back in the box. Looking back at the runner at second. But next pitch is swung on and hit deep and to the wall. Gentry stumbles around second, but he's able to make it in with a stand-up RBI double. Victor Velasquez is able to come around from second on that RBI double from the center fielder. So, Hünstetten now leads 2-1. Yeah, coming up to bat now is our designated hitter, number 99, Jose Pimentel. Time is called by the umpire as Phil Meyer ran out to actually get the armor from Gentry, throwing it out of play as Phil is our third base coach for this match. So Gentry has his lead off a second, and the first pitch to Pimentel is low for ball one. Pimentel started game one, went 3 innings, but gave up 4 runs. More than 4 runs, my apologies. But he's handling DH duties this afternoon. Next pitch is outside, ball 2. Lopez looks back at Gentry, who has his lead off of second. Pimentel swings at the next pitch, but fouls it back to the net. So 2 balls, 1 strike count. On deck is Noah Lawrence. So next pitch, Pimentel. Swung on, foul tipped, stays there at home plate, so it's a 2-2 count. Lopez takes a long look at his catcher. Second baseman pretending to go over. Pimentel swings, moves. The shortstop makes one move to his right, fields and throws over for out number 3. So, after 1, Hünstetten has a lead. Going into the top of the second, Hünstetten 2, Reds 1. So as we come into the top of the second, leading off for the Reds will be number 20, Jan Schaefer, followed by number 65, Benedict Schaefer. I'm sorry, my apologies, Yannick Witt, number 6, and then Benedict Schaefer. There have been some minor changes to the lineup that we had in game 1. Not too many changes by both teams as we are in game 2 of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. So, second inning starts with a called strike 1 from Caleb Sarowski. Next pitch, Schaefer, is a called strike 2. Pitch had some late movement, but Schaefer was not swinging. So quickly, it is an 0-2 count. Next pitch is a bit outside, so it is 1 ball and 2 strike count. Looked like Sarowski was trying to get just a high pitch, but ball went a little too high, a little too outside on that. Next pitch swung on a miss, so that is a swinging strikeout. Nicely done by Sarowski. Coming up to bat now is the right fielder for the Reds, Yannick Witt. So Sarowski looks in, has his sign, and the first pitch to Witt is low in the zone, strike 1. Trying to go low on the next pitch. When ball goes a little too low, skips it up to the catcher. So it's a 1-1 count on Witt. Next pitch, little brushback pitch from Sarowski. So taken for a ball. 2-1 count on the Reds right fielder. Ooh, ball had movement. Umpire said it's a ball high. Looked like it caught the top of the zone, but it is now a 3-1 count on the right fielder. Oh. Next pitch catches the zone for a called strike 2. Home plate umpire lost track of what the count was. About to ring up the batter, but it is only now a full count. That was a beautiful pitch, and I can see why the umpire thought it was strike 3. But unfortunately, the next pitch is low and outside. Batter gets away from Caleb. So coming up to bat now, catcher number 65, Benedict Schaefer. So right-handed Schaefer is batting with 1 out and 1 runner on. Witt takes his lead, dances off first base. First pitch, Schaefer is popped high and just out of play. And the wind has picked up a little bit. Throw over. Tries to get Witt leaning. Witt's able to get back in head first. Sarowski takes a look over his shoulder, checks the runner. Next pitch is not called. It is ball one. So it's a 1-1 count. Swarovski not happy with that call. Takes a step off the mound and is walking around behind the mound to collect himself. He thought that was a strike. Several thought it was a strike, but it is called a ball. So 1-1 count on Benedict Schaefer. Next pitch swung on and hit down left field line, but it goes out of play. So it is a long fly foul ball. So 1-2 count. Swarovski's next pitch is skipped up to the catcher, so it's a 2-2 count. Looks like Swarovski was trying to get a pitch low for Benedict to swing at, but Benedict Schaefer did not. His next pitch is swung on and popped behind home plate. With a fan in attendance trying to make a barehanded catch, not realizing there is a little bit of a hill behind where he was sitting. Missed the ball. Thankfully, it didn't hit him. No one's injured, but turn that in. Maybe he'll get something from the concession stand. Next pitch is swung on and missed. So 2 away here on the top of the second. Coming up to bat now, number 31, Austin Bull. Left-handed hitting Bull. Left-handed hitter Bull is in the box and ready. Ball is skipped. Doesn't get too far away. The runner does not advance. For a moment there, Yoakum did lose the ball as it was being hidden by the umpire's foot. Next pitch, ball low is the call. So it's a 2-0 count, hitter's count. Run at first is not taking that big of a lead. Next pitch does catch the zone, so it's 2-1 count, as the runner at first did dance a bit, but did not try to advance. Swarovski's next pitch catches that outside zone, and so it is now a 2-2 count. Yoakum set up on the outside. Swung on and hit foul. Bull stays alive. Still a 2-2 count. With 2 away, Stormer not holding the runner at first. Swarovski shakes off the call, gets what he wants. Next pitch does not catch the outside zone. So runner takes second on a no throw. Full count. Umpires reposition themselves. So now with 2 away, runner at second and a full count. And next pitch is fouled out of play. So we'll do that again. Caleb taking a long look at the catcher, who sets up outside. Ball is swung on and hit down the right field line. Oh, right fielder misplays the ball. Runner comes in from second to score as the ball is thrown in So it is a stand-up double with 2 outs. RBI double for Bull. Coming up to bat now, the left-hander, number 82, Fabian Beck. The score is now 2-2. First pitch swung on and hit, but it is a loud fly out as our left fielder Noah Lawrence squeezes and makes the catch for out number 3. So going into the bottom of the second, we have a tie ball game. Reds 2, Storm 2. So coming in the bottom of the second, leading off for the Storm will be our left fielder who made the catch on out number 3. So number 66, Noah Lawrence. And on deck, number 22, Douglas Yoakum. So Lawrence is in the box, ready for the pitch from Lopez. Just gets a piece of that. Foul tip at the plate, so it's strike 1. Lopez's next pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Lawrence could not catch up to that fastball. And next pitch catches the outside for a called looking strike 3. One way here to start the bottom half of the second inning. Coming up to bat now, Douglas Yoakum. First pitch is taken low for ball 1. Next pitch, Yoakum swings at a pitch low in his zone, pops it out of play, foul. So it's a 1-1 count. Next pitch is high, ball 2. Yoakum's able to work that ball. Next pitch, though, is swung on and fouled out of play. So it's 2-2 count. Umpire needed refill his ball bags. Oh, play is resumed. Next pitch. Oh, how did that catch the zone? Because Yoakum did not swing. So that's called looking strike 3. Many of us in attendance actually groaned at that call as that pitch, unless, I don't know. Regardless, coming to bat now, our other Yoakum. First pitch to Oliver Yoakum is taken for ball at his feet. Next pitch swung on and hit back to the screen behind home plate, so it's 1-1 count. Oh, next pitch catches the outside zone for it's a called strike. Yoakum's not able to hold up on that swing. Looks like he did, but first base umpire says no, he didn't. So, regardless, it is the end of the inning. So, we'll be going into the top of the third inning, still tied. So, as we're going into the top of the third, ball being thrown around. Coming up to bat for the Reds. Oh. So, coming up to bat now for the Reds, number 19, Jack Berry. Oh. Play is called, and the first pitch from Swarovski. Swung on and hit to the shortstop who throws over for out number 1. One pitch, one out. The starter, top of the third. Now, coming in to the right-handed batter's box, number 18, Moritz Kohler. And the pitch from Kohler is skipped up to the catcher for ball 1. And the next pitch is hit to the third baseman, who throws over for out number 2. So, coming up to bat with 2 outs, number 30, Moritz van Bergen. Catcher set up on the inside. Pitch swung on and hit, skied high, but it is out of play. And I see a fan going after that foul ball slowly. Van Bergen back in the box and ready. And the next pitch from Zarowski. Swung on, back to the backstop for strike 2. Looked like Van Bergen swung a bit early on that. The ball was fouled off around his knuckles. Next pitch, swung on, fouled, out of play. So stays alive with an 0-2 count. Oh, Zarowski has a fresh ball, has his sign. And Van Bergen swings and a miss, but doesn't realize that the ball got away from the catcher. But Joachim is able to throw the ball down to first to complete the strikeout. So, 3 up, 3 down. Nice inning from Caleb Zarowski. So, going now into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Score still tied 2-2. All right, coming into the bottom of the 3rd inning, leading off for our Hünstetten Storm is our second baseman, Sammy Guilherme. So, Lopez's pitch is taken high for ball 1. In his last at bat, Guilherme was able to beat out a bunt single. Holds up, but it is a called strike 1. 1-1 count on Guilherme. Pitch looked like it caught the top of the strike zone. Ooh. Next pitch looked low, but is a called strike 2. 1-2 count. Lopez looks like he's painting the corners. Guilherme does hold up and that is ball 2. Ball was high. So thankfully, Guillermo was able to hold off on that high pitch. So with the 2-2 count, his next offering is swung on and missed. Could not catch up to the fastball. So it is a strikeout. And with one out, coming up to bat now is our shortstop, number 2, Vicente Velasquez. In his last at bat, Velasquez also tried to go for the bunt, but it was a sac bunt. Got Guillermo over to second. Don't think he'll be trying to bunt this at bat, but let's see what Vicente does. Swings at the first pitch, pops it high and out of play. Lands just behind the Reds' dugout, as I do see a little one running after the ball. Here at Dickman Field, the ball is hit out of play. Kid goes and finds it and brings it back to the concession stand. They do get a sweet. On a hot day like this, they're probably getting a flavored ice. Lopez's next pitch is outside of the zone, not where the catcher was set up. So it's a 1-1 count on Velasquez. And I see a little one skipping back with a big smile on her face. She's going to get herself a treat. Velasquez swings at the next pitch, skies it high. 3 Reds converge, but the right fielder is able to track it and make the plays for out number 2. Now with the bat, our third baseman, number 96, Victor Velasquez. Victor Velasquez hitting now with 2 outs. Swings at the first pitch, foul tip, strike 1. And Lopez's next pitch catches that outside zone for strike 2. That pitch was a big looping curveball from left-hander Lopez. Let's see if he goes back to it. Up, time is called by the batter. So Victor readjusts, and he's back in the box. Catcher sets up on the inside. And it is a looking called strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Go to the top of the 4th inning. Still tied 2-2. So as we go into the top of the 4th inning, game is still tied 2-2. And Zarowski has finished his warm-up tosses. Coming up to bat now for the Reds, number 26, Jonas von Bergen. On deck for the Reds is Schaefer. And a good pitch from Zarowski for a called strike one. Zarowski liked the sign he got, going a bit low, got Van Bergen swinging. So it's quickly an 0-2 count. Next pitch from Zarowski is swung on and missed. 3 pitches equals 1 out. And up to bat now, number 20, Johann Schaefer. And in the on-deck circle is number 6, Witt. Oh, the pitch to Schaefer was a beautiful curveball in there for a called strike one. Next pitch swung on and hit to the shortstop. Throws over for out number 2. Vicente Velasquez had to run a bit to his left. And the defensive positioning had second baseman and shortstop splitting between the bags. But Velasquez was able to run over, field the ball, and throw over for out number 2. So 2 away quickly here in the top of the 4th inning. Up to bat now is the right fielder, Yannick Witt. On deck is Benedict Schaefer, number 65. First pitch to Witt was a ball low as a call. Next pitch swung on and hit high and out of play. So it's a 1-1 count. And I see a parent going to fetch the ball. Zarowski's next pitch is low and inside, so it's a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike count on Witt. So the next pitch swung on and hit, but foul. We still have audio. We're trying to get the picture back. Not sure what just happened. We have audio, so we can go old school on this. So there's 2 balls, 1 strike on Witt. Zarowski stares in, he looks for a sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball is skipped in the dirt and out of play. So it is a 3-ball, 1 strike count now on Witt. And picture's back. Great job by our producer, Angie Yoakum, who's back from her holiday. I'm glad to have her back. So it is a 3-1 count on Witt. And the ball is inside. Zarowski thought he had caught that inside corner. He started walking off the mound thinking it was out number 3. But umpire disagreed. So with 2 outs, Reds have a runner at first. Coming up to bat now is Benedict Schaefer. Zarowski took a little walk behind the mound, get his head back Next pitch, though, is ball high, according to the home plate umpire. Runner at first, not taking that much of a lead. But Throsky throws over, chases him back anyway, keeps him honest. Runner is checked. Ball is swung on and foul tipped. So it's a 1-1 count. As Sarowski steps back on the rubber looking for a sign. Runner at first digging in, but has a short lead. And nice pitch, as it's said by the fans in attendance. That is a called strike. So it's 2-ball, 2-strike count now. Next pitch swung on and hit high. Right field. Oh, and it falls in between the right fielder and the second baseman. Runner from first is able to advance all the way to third. Looked like it was miscommunication between our second baseman and right fielder. So the end result is runners at the corners. Coming up to bat now is number 31, Austin Bull. Zarowski now pitching from the stretch. Left-handed Bull ready. Pitch paints the outside corner the low outside corner for a called strike one. Reds bench not happy with the call, but Storm bench is. Next pitch swung on, foul tip. So quickly 0-2 count on the Red shortstop. Strasky's pitch is high and inside, so it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on the left-handed hitting Bull. Runners taking a slight lead off their respective bags. And the ball gets away from the catcher. Runner from third walks home, as he was already halfway down the line before the ball was even thrown. Runner at first goes to second on the pass ball. Reds take the lead, 3-2 now. And it is a 3-2 count on Bull. That last pitch was in the dirt. Catcher could not block it as it just went right between his knees. And next pitch was outside. So what looked like to be a call, looked earlier was umpire ruling it was a full count. He was confused us, so now it's a full count. Swung on, hit, out of play. So it looks like it's the second time this game that the home plate umpire didn't know what the count was. But we do know that it is a full count now with 2 outs and a runner at second. Sarowski didn't like the pitch, but now he likes the next pitch that Yoakum was calling. Swung on and hit, though, foul out of play, so batter stays alive with a full count. Runner has to go back to second as he was running on the swing. And the pitch is well outside for ball 4. So, time is called as Phil Meyer goes out to calm down his pitcher. Up until this point, Swarovski was being very efficient with his pitches, but after a ball that was not called strike 3, he seems to have gotten off his game plan. So Phil Meyer's out there to calm him down, tell him, you are pitching a good game. Don't worry about it. Coming up to bat for the Reds will be number 82, Fabian Beck. So, conversation at the mound is over. Phil Meyer taking his time walking back to the Storm dugout. So, 2 outs, 2 on for the Reds. Coming up to bat is number 82, Fabian Beck. Swarovski still pitching out of the stretch as he's looking in for his sign. Does not check the runners. And the ball falls in front of the center fielder who is frozen. And the runner from second is able to advance on the throw back in from Jacob Gentry. So, runner comes across. It is now 4-2 Reds. And up to bat is Jack Berry, number 19 for the Reds. Swarovski's pitch is in there for a called strike 1. So 2 outs, runners at the corners. 2 runs have already come across for the Reds. Swarovski's next pitch is fouled down the third base line. So quickly 2 strikes. And Swarovski throws it in there with some attitude. It is called strike 3 looking. So, top of the 4th inning comes to an end. Reds are able to come across twice. So now, going into the bottom of the 4th inning is some work to be done. Reds lead 4-2. So coming up to bat now in the bottom of the fourth. Leading us off is Jake Gentry. It is Anthony Palmia. Jake Gentry is on deck. So it's a 2-ball count on Palmia. Palmia swings, hits it to the shortstop who throws over for out number 1. So coming to bat now, number 8, Jake Gentry. So as Palmia walks back to the dugout, on deck for the Storm is number 9, Jose Pimentel. First pitch to Gentry is a called strike. Next pitch swung on, skied high behind home plate, and hits just past everyone. Thankfully, didn't hit anyone who was sitting. So it's an 0-2 count on our center fielder. Oh, home plate umpire takes one off the mask, and he is down. So, ball was missed by the catcher. It looked like it deflected off of Gentry, but he did take one off the mask. But the mask does not protect much of the head. But he's up. He's being checked out now. Looks like the ice bags are being brought out. So, little water, little ice bag. And thankfully, he wasn't hit too hard. So home plate umpire is still being checked. He's on his knees, but that's a good sign, as we did see him get hit and he went down quickly. But even though the umpires do have padding to protect their chest and they do wear a mask, home plate umpire is using the old school face protector, and as anyone who's ever worn one will tell you, it still hurts when you get hit in the face with a ball, even if you are wearing the face protection. So, umpire is up on his feet. That's good to see. We don't want to see anyone get hurt during these games. So, as he is taking some water, we'll have a pause in the action a bit longer. So, ice cold water is being given to the home plate umpire by our own Erica Meyer. And he looks like he's okay now. He's going to have a headache for the rest of the game and probably for the rest of the evening, but thankfully it is a Saturday he can rest tomorrow. Now play will resume. Gentry had a 1-2 count, and there is one away in the inning. Oh. So home plate umpire is being reminded what the count is. He just said that the count was 0-2. But the pitch that hit him was a ball. So he has the correct count. It is a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Gentry lays off the next pitch. 2-2 count. No faulting the umpire after getting hit in the face and not knowing that was what the ball was. So Gentry skies the next pitch, but it goes out of play down the third base line into the Storm bullpen. So stays alive with his 2-2 count. Just a reminder, on deck is the designated hitter, number 99, Jose Pimentel. So Gentry works the walk. So with one out, Gentry is on base for the DH. So coming up to bat now is Jose Pimentel. Oh. Yep. So still some confusion as to the count. Home plate umpire is going to talk to his crewmates. Looks like that may have only been ball 3. And if it is ball 3, then Gentry will have to come back with a full count. So, yep. And after conferring with his crewmates, he is calling Gentry back. So, it is a full count on Gentry, who will now have to regather his elbow guard, his bat. First base coach has his elbow guard. So when you have a break in the action, which we did, where the umpire took a ball off the face mask, it does cause a little confusion, but I think we're all back squared away. So with a full count, the pitch to Gentry swung on and fouled back, thankfully not hitting anyone. Stays alive. Gentry swings at a low ball for strike 3. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now up to bat, our designated hitter, Jose Pimentel. Pimentel gets on base. Noah Lawrence is on deck. First pitch, foul tip for strike 1. That's swinging strike 2. Quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Next pitch, outside, so ball 1. Pimentel with a 1-2 count. lays off the next pitch, and it is quickly a 2-2 count. Pimentel steps out of the way of a ball that was inside, so what was an 0-2 count, he has worked to a full count. Noah Lawrence waits on deck. Pimentel swings the next pitch, grounds it to the second baseman, who throws over for out number 3. So, going into the top of the 5th inning, Reds lead 4-2. Coming in at the top of the 5th inning, Reds leading our Hünstetten Storm 4-2. Caleb Zborowski having his throw around. Right now, Zborowski is sitting on 87 pitches for the afternoon. Caleb was having a fairly efficient game until the top of the 4th inning, when a close pitch wasn't called strike 3. But as he comes into the top of the 5th, he will be facing Moritz Kohler, Moritz von Bergen, and Jonas von Bergen. Oh, and the pitch from Zborowski is a beautiful, beautiful ball, called strike 1 at the top of the zone. Next pitch is a little low. Try to get him swinging. It's a 1-1 count. He does get him to swing at the next pitch. Hit to the shortstop, who throws over to the first baseman for out number 1. Now up to bat for the Reds, Moritz von Bergen. Do see some action getting started in the Storm bullpen. Looks like Danny Martin is going to start warming up. Zborowski's first pitch to Van Bergen is a called strike 1. Next pitch swung on and hit. Slices foul down the first base line and out of play. It is an 0-2 count on Von Bergen. Next pitch skied high on the infield and squeezed by the shortstop for out number 2. Two away here in the top of the 5th inning. And coming up to bat now is number 26, Jonas von Bergen. Just a reminder, since this is a doubleheader game, the game 2 of a doubleheader, Swarovski's pitch is taken low for ball. Doubleheaders go 7 innings. Swarovski's next pitch is hit between third and short for a base hit. So a 2-out single by Van Bergen brings up Jonas Schaefer. Schaefer holds up on his swing, but it is a called strike 1. Swarovski's pitch had great movement there at the end. His next pitch is tapped to the shortstop, who flips it over to second for the force out. So, the runner, the 2-out single was erased with a force out at second for out number 3. Going now into the bottom of the 5th inning, the home half of the 5th inning, Storm down by 2. So Stuttgart Reds 4, Hünstetten Storm 2. Going to home half of the 5th inning, leading us off will be our left fielder, number 66, Noah Lawrence. So here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, we will have Noah Lawrence, followed by Yoakum. First pitch of Lawrence is low for ball 1. And next pitch taken for ball 2. There's no one warming up in the Reds bullpen. Next pitch is skipped in there for ball 3. So it's 3-0 count to Lawrence. Let's see if Lawrence has a green light to swing on this 3-0 pitch. And he did, but he fouls it back behind home plate for strike 1. Time is called as fly gets into the face of Lawrence. It might look beautiful out here, but that is one of the unfortunate side effects of where we are. There seems to be a lot of flies on the field. He swings at the next pitch, bounces it to shortstop, who throws over for out number 1. So it is what it is. Now up to bat, Douglas Yoakum. Oliver Yoakum is on deck. One of those things I do really enjoy about the games we play, the teams we play against, our own team, is the fact that there are a few brothers on the teams. Oh, and how unfortunate. It sounded good, it looked good, but the center fielder was able to track down that hit. And unfortunate, it is two away. Coming up to bat now, number 26, Oliver Yoakum. As I was saying, that both squads do have brothers as teammates, and it's something I do enjoy seeing on the roster. Oh, and pitch low and inside, catches him on the foot. No damage done. Not the way that you like to get on base, but with two away, we have a base runner at first for Sammy Garame. So, Sammy Garame batting now, runner at first, two away. Lays off the first pitch, was outside, ball one. Yoakum not leading off first. Oh, that next pitch was called a strike on the inside. So it's a 1-1 count on Garame. That ball is outside for ball two. Yoakum takes a slight lead off of first. Garame swings at the next pitch, pops it behind home plate, foul and out of play. So it's 2-2 count. And little one was just told he can go get the ball if he wants to. Thankfully, there is no wheat, as he would probably have gotten lost in the wheat. Next pitch, Garame hit hard, but down first base line, foul. So still a 2-2 count. Yoakum was running on the play. Back over to first. And Garame swings, but could not catch up with the ball for out number 3. So, after 5, Stuttgart Reds still lead 4-2. All right, so we are in the top of the sixth inning. Caleb Starosky is still on the bump. Starosky has 97 pitches on the afternoon. And his first pitch in there is a called ball. Sky is the next pitch to our center fielder, Gentry, who squeezes it for out number one. Up to bat now for the Reds is Benedict Schaefer. Schaefer takes the first pitch thrown to him for a called strike one. Daniel Martins was warming up in the bullpen, but he's not up now. Starosky has an 0-2 count on Schaefer. Next pitch swung on and hit foul down the right, the first base line. So stays alive with an 0-2 count. No time is called as the foul ball is collected. Play is resumed. Ball high. 1-2 count. Starosky's pitch low. Looks like he was trying to get the batter to swing at something low in the zone. Batter did not swing on it, so it is a 2-2 count. He does swing at the next pitch. Caught at the shoestrings by our third baseman Velasquez for out number two. Schaefer did not think he caught the ball on the fly, but he did. Great catch. Coming to bat now with two away is number 31, Austin Bull. Bull hits a bullet shot up the middle over the head of Starosky for a 2-out single. Bull was sitting first pitch fastball and swung at first pitch fastball. Two away and runner at first. Coming up to bat now is Fabian Beck. First pitch to Beck is a ball low in the zone for a 1-0 count. Runners going, but the ball was just a bit outside, could not be cleanly caught by our catcher, so the runner at first has an uncontested stolen base. It is a 2-ball count with 2 outs and a runner at second. And the pitch is skied and thankfully caught by our center fielder, Jake Gentry. So stolen base does not lead to a run, thankfully. Now, going into the home half of the sixth inning, Storm still down by 2, running out of chances. So as we're coming back into the home half of the sixth inning, Lopez is still on the mound for the Reds. Lopez with an efficient afternoon. He's only thrown 73 pitches. He will face Vicente Velasquez, Victor Velasquez, and Anthony Palmilla. 1, 2, 3 for this home half of the sixth inning. Vicente Velasquez is in the batter's box. Pitch from Lopez, swung on and hit, skied into shallow right field, and the second baseman calls off the right fielder, tries to make the play himself, botches the catch, and Velasquez is able to make it to second on the error from the second baseman. So some lucky hitting, some lucky bad fielding gets a runner to second. Now up to bat is Victor Velasquez. On deck is Anthony Palmilla. Vicente not taking that much of a lead off of second. His brother Victor swings at the first pitch and misses. So it is no balls, one strike count on our third baseman. Oh, nice sounding hit by Velasquez. Unfortunately, it was a line drive caught by the right fielder. Does not advance his brother over on the smoked ball. Now up to bat is Anthony Palmilla with Jake Gentry on deck. Hünstetten down by 2 with a runner at second. Palmilla takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Vicente Velasquez is now taking more of a lead off of second. Palmilla just able to get a piece of the ball. Foul tip. So it is a 1-1 count. Vicente trying to give signs to the batter as he's dancing around second base. Swung on and hit to the second baseman, advancing the runner to third. Now with 2 outs, the runner at third coming up to bat is Jake Gentry with a runner in scoring position. Storm down by 2, now have 2 outs, but a runner in scoring position for the center fielder. Stormer shading Gentry to hit to right field. Pitch from Lopez is outside and low for ball 1. Looks like a slight shift on. Second baseman is playing shallow right field. Gentry takes the next pitch for a called strike. So it's a 1-1 count on Gentry. Cindy Velasquez taking his lead off of third. Gentry takes the next pitch for a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike count. Gentry hits that ball out of play. So it's 2-2. Lopez's pitch is way outside, ball 3. So Gentry has worked a full count. Zenzi Velasquez taking his lead off of third. Gentry swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Ball gets away just briefly as the catcher's able to field and throw over to first for the end of the inning. So after 6, Hünstetten's only down by 2. So going into the top of the 7th, Stuttgart Reds 4, Hünstetten Storm 2. Yep. So, my apologies. I didn't realize I was muted that whole time. So, there's one away here in the top of the seventh. Daniel Martins takes over for Caleb Zarowski, who pitched 6 innings, a little over 100 pitches, maybe around about 110. New pitcher is number 36, Danny Martins. Ball is hit back into what was a wheat field 2 weeks ago. Let's see if any little one runs after it. So it is a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Curveball does not break over home plate, so it is a ball. And there's a little one going after the ball. Catcher set up on the inside, but the ball went to the outside. So it is 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch swung on and hit to the right fielder, just gets over his head, skips up to the fence. Ball is thrown back in, keeps the runner at second. Yoakum was playing in just a little bit, but the ball was smoked well over his head. So with 1 out, runners now at second. And up to bat now is number 30, Moritz van Bergen. Moritz swings at the first pitch that was low in the zone, but hits it foul and out of play. So strike 1. We're at second, not taking that big of a lead. Oh, and the next pitch is... diving play by Yoakum. Just misses the ball. Ball gets past him, goes all the way to the fence. Runner from second comes in to score. And the runner advances to third on the relay throw back in. Great effort by Yoakum trying to make a diving catch as he was initially shaded to his right. Tried to make a run to his left to make that catch. Looks like he was able to get a little leather on it, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make the catch. So now runner at third. Ball from Martin. The pitch from Martins is a called ball. So Reds extend their lead now 5-2. Pitch is skied, but caught by the shortstop for out number 2. So on the pop-up, runner stays at third. Now up to bat, number 20, Schaefer. Pitch from Martins is hit hard to left field and dies at the warning track. Runner from third comes around to score on a stand-up double. Schaefer with a stand-up double extends the lead now 6-2. So the 2-out double scores the runner at third, extends the Reds' lead. Coming up to bat now for the Reds is Yannick Witt. Martin's pitching out of the stretch. Runner at second, not taking that big of a lead. His first pitch to Witt, that's actually quite hard to say quickly, is taken for a ball outside. Next pitch is ball low, so quickly it is a 2-0 count. Runner at second, dancing a bit. Ball 3. So with first base open, Martins can give up the 4-pitch walk. But his next pitch is a called strike. So we have a 3-ball, 1-strike count on Witt. On deck, number 65, Benedict Schaefer. Martin takes a long look into the catcher's mitt for a sign. Oh, does not get the call. That looked like a strike. Several people thought it was a strike, including some of the Reds, but home plate umpire rules that ball 4. So with 2 outs, 2 runners on for Schaefer. And that pitch is called a strike. So Schaefer starts his at bat here with a looking strike 1. Curveball goes inside a bit too much for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Now it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count as that pitch was just a bit low. Runners are not being held on. Ball high, so it's 3-ball, 1-strike count. Three balls, 1-strike count. Let's see if pitcher has a green light to hit. Swung on and skied high behind second base. Center fielder calls off the shortstop. Squeezes it for out number 3. But damage is done here in the top half of the 7th inning. There's work that has to be done. Hünstetten down 4 going into the last part of our 7th inning. Reds 6, Storm 2. So we are coming into the home half of the 7th. Last chance for the Storm to come back and win this one. Lopez is still on the mound for the Reds. He'll face Pimentel, Lawrence, and Douglas Yoakum. Storm down by 4 after the 2-run top of the 7th. First pitch to Pimentel. Catches the bottom of the zone for strike 1. And Pimentel is able to get wood on the next one. Line drive single. Center fielder botches the fielding of the ball, but he's able to quickly recover, throw it in, keep Pimentel to just a single. Pimentel did act like he was going to run to second. So, up to bat now is Noah Lawrence with a runner at first. First pitch catches the inside for a called strike 1. And Lawrence smokes a ball that is caught by the center fielder, running catch. Unfortunately, he's not able to actually get the ball to drop in between the center fielder and the right fielder. So, end result is out number 1. So 1 out, 1 runner on for Douglas Yoakum. His brother Oliver on deck. Yoakum's able to lay off that first pitch, and it is outside for ball 1. Pimentel not taking really much of a lead off of first. Oh, Yoakum gives this one a ride. Unfortunately, it is foul and out of play. Reds third baseman gave it a look, tried to make a play, but it was well out of play. So Yoakum with a 1-1 count. Pimentel still not taking a lead off of first. Yoakum swings at a low pitch, so it is 1 ball, 2 strike count. Storm need base runners, more than 1. Yoakum fouls the next pitch out of play into the field here. No one's running after it. Little one wanted to, but his father told him no. Our own Bill Dickman is going after that ball. Yoakum, flipped 1 out, and that's the ball game. Double play ends the game. Yoakum was able to get wood on that ball, skipped it off the mound. Unfortunately, it skipped right to the shortstop. So that's an unfortunate ending to the Storm 2024 season. But hold your head up high, boys. It was a difficult season from the beginning, and you actually were able to do more than what people thought you would. So that is the end of our season, end of the game. Final from Hünstetten, Stuttgart Reds 6, Hünstetten Storm 2. So we wait to see what happens next. It's the end of our season, and it'll be the last home game for a while, as we will not be back until the 2025 season. So that's the end of our doubleheader. I've been James Passo, and thank you for joining us. And we'll catch you next season.